Planet of the Fakes 4 Women. And Pig Star HH News. A man punched her and tried to steal her cell phone, then quickly realized he was messing with a Golden Gloves boxer. Catherine Rosenberg Douglas. A man punched her and tried to steal her cell phone, then quickly realized he was messing with a Golden Gloves boxer. Claire Quinn, 26, is an amateur boxer who was attacked in broad daylight Sunday and successfully fought off her attacker. Family photo. Chicago boxer Claire Quinn was on the way to the gym last weekend, planning on sparring in the ring, when she ended up in a street fight in Bucktown. A teenager asked Quinn for directions to the Nike store as she walked in the 1600 block of North Damon Avenue about 10:30 a.m. Sunday. Moments later, an older man came up from behind and sucker punched her in the head, demanding her cell phone. But the blow didn't stop Quinn, a Golden Gloves champion with a 6-0 record this year. "I was like, aw, heck no," she said by phone Thursday from Florida, where she went to stay with her parents while recuperating from a concussion from the attack. "He punched me the one time really hard, and then after that I just kept throwing my right hand into his groin." Quote. Paid post. What is this? New parents are loving these innovative new products for babies. New parents are loving these innovative new products for babies. Having your first baby is exciting, fun and a little bit exhausting. We recently stopped by Babypalooza NYC, the premier social media influencer and press event for. See more sponsored content by Babypalooza NYC. Her right is her dominant arm, the one responsible for 4 knockouts this year. It didn't fail her. The two exchanged 5 or 6 punches apiece while the man tried to grab the phone she kept clutched in her left hand. He finally gave up and ran off empty-handed. Most read, MLB reinforces players' weekend cap policy after Cubs go rogue. Eventually I connected enough that he stumbled away from me, Quinn said from a salon where she was having her nails, fingers and toes painted a bright yellow shade called Never a Dullest Moment, which she said seemed to be the perfect shade under the circumstances. Quote. Police confirmed the attack, which was first reported by Block Club Chicago. The man and the teenager were later seen fleeing in a green sedan, according to Chicago police spokeswoman Kelly Bartoli, who said no arrests have been made. Quinn, 26, doesn't think she was an obvious target. She wasn't carrying a purse, wasn't wearing headphones and wasn't dressed up. "I don't wear my nice workout clothes on sparring days because I don't want to get blood on Lululemons," she joked. But the muggers probably thought she would be easy to rob because she seemed Midwestern nice, and answered the teen's question about getting to the Nike store about a block away, Quinn said. "One of the reasons I love Chicago is, if you are lost, someone will help you," she said. "I'm not a mean person, but after this, literally, all I said to them is, it's a block away, and with that simple statement they decided I was their target. That's something I'm going to remember." Most read, MLB reinforces players' weekend cap policy after Cubs go rogue. "I hate it, but I feel like from now on I'm not going to respond, I'm just going to keep walking," she said. Quinn, who fights in the 152-pound weight class, said it never crossed her mind to hand over her iPhone. Her first thought was, "You've got to be kidding me. A man literally thought he could assault me and get away with it. I was angry and wanted to make him regret targeting me. A motto I live by, do no harm but take no s." Single quote. A pregnant woman ran to her aid and, along with others, helped her to a nearby cafe where she waited for police and paramedics. She declined an ambulance ride to a hospital for evaluation, but awoke Monday with a headache and blurred vision and went to see a doctor, who told her she had a concus scion, something she's never had from boxing. She hopes to be back in the ring as soon as October, with a goal of competing nationally in 2020. "The sooner I can get back into the gym, the more life will feel normal," she said. "It's like my second home. There's always something to work on. Boxing's very technical. Punching a guy in the groin wasn't very technical, but it did the job." Most read column, Andrew McCarthy's book Ball of Collusion, thoughtfully connects the dots on Clinton and Obama. The native Floridian, who has lived in the city since attending and graduating from Columbia College Chicago, said she took up boxing in 2015 after gaining weight following knee surgery. Her father is into combat sports and suggested she try boxing. She became so good so quickly she now works at the gym where she trains, Unanimous Boxing Gym in Logan Square, coaching women. She has been undefeated this year under a trio of coaches, including Trinidad Garcia, the gym's owner. She was supposed to have a match Friday night but had to cancel because of her injury, he said. "It takes a special kind of person to be able to do what she did," Garcia said. "I know many fighters, mostly men, that wouldn't have been able to do close to what she did. She went all out and I'm very, very proud of her. While police credited Quinn with fighting off her attackers, they cautioned against fighting back. We always advise safety over property, Bartoli said. Garcia, who has a 9-year-old daughter, agreed and spoke with his child after she said she'd fight back like Quinn did. Most read, on thin ice, Bears kicker Eddie Pinheiro finds his footing and nails a 58-yard field goal versus the Colts. I said, no, you would run first. And if Claire didn't get thrown to the ground with the guy immediately lunging at her, I would say she should have run first too, Garcia said. You run and you live to run another day. But that's not what happened, she was stuck there on the ground and I think it was her natural reaction to go full force. I'm glad she did and thank God she had the tools she needed to succeed, she's so physically strong. Quote, even before the attack, Quinn was planning to help launch a free 12-week program called the Fight Her Project, which should be offered next year at the gym's second location and will be aimed at 13 to 17-year-old girls interested in boxing, with the overall goal of empowering women. Even with her training, Quinn said the attack was traumatic and she keeps replaying it in her mind, most often as she tries to fall asleep. But it doesn't change how she feels about her adoption.